Introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25.
Oh, man, we don't care about that, man. We just playing good defense, man. We don't see it, man. I'll be in a second, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, man. It'll be a long game, man. It's gonna be a long game, man. We ain't gonna make this one. We ain't gonna make this one short, man. I can't buy and expose your playbook. Your playbook will up the par, man. Okay. We won't see it, man. I got Tyrod in that motherfucker too, man.
Now we're first carry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Okay.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage.
Motherfucker a little sticky out there. Don't ever run be a little sticky out there, man.
The spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on the 3rd and 12. Taylor. Hunter Henry brings it in. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
He will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches,
going,
but
man.
still some anxious moments there, but they
the left
do
stick, man.
convert on 4th.
Might be a little nasty
successful.
with it
now
man.
Look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Gordon. And an alley to run.
I'll be a little nasty at the left, man.
And they're going to have this in a great spot.
See, I gotta keep my finger off the L2, man. I make my left stick a whole lot better.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Taylor,
look at this nigga. Come on, Tyrod.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
I see Melvin Gordon.
They run it here with Gordon.
Come on, man.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the
drive. They hold me on that one.
We've seen this offense go for it down already on this drive.
I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys.
Hey, man, I had the lead game today, man. 15-mile-an-hour win today. I ain't whooped. Not this one.
Badgley's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Oh, these boys definitely might be too much on the defense side of the ball. Watch it.
Muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Jackson on the move to his left. Way up past the 35.
I contain that man.
Taken down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No more of that, too.
On second down, Ingram. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Here's Jackson on third and long. Oh, he
messed up my pick.
Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Should have pointed the rock, man.
Desmond King picks it. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now Gordon on first
down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Here's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go in zone for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I think you better click on, man.
An incomplete pass on that last play.
Where your phone at,
Need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Taylor to throw. Finds the open man.
That's how you'll get it yourself, man.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one.
I had to get it myself, man.
They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. Now Taylor to throw. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on down.
Man.
I like their aggressiveness.
Hey, defense too cold for you, man.
They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down
stop
is a big momentum play.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
You there for all that, man.
On third
You there for that,
down,
man.
Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage
You don't know what run
here,
defense,
back
man.
at the 41. Now remember,
You
they
know
were
what run defense,
unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Second quarter now for Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
This is, oh, good shot. I was about to say, this nigga let this nigga catch it.
Decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On first down, it's Taylor. And oh, look at
that boy laying out. Hey, you right there.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
I don't let you use it, man. Hope you ready. Shut down.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down.
Shut down. How long that you use it, man? How long that you use it, man? I called it.
Keenan Allen.
This is what I see you come down like,
the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
What you gotta do, man? I got to throw some.
I got to throw some. Open in the end zone. His eyes have to
get
just
man, you know we got to do road routes and all that, man.
Without a
Let's do
doubt,
the board at the
this is
Bama,
the
man.
easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
I still can do them board race talk early, man.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
I won the good tour today, man.
Solid return, pretty good field
position.
They'll start at the 32-yard
What's that boy name? Oh, Timothy.
The Baltimore
Flint,
offense at the line, set to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I got too many people in the box, man.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 39. They go play action here on first down.
Wow.
The Nick Boyle.
They gave you one.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Ravens get 7 downs, give him 17 on that pickup. Jackson, he's going to find his tight end Boyle. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
You running.
Now Jackson. And he's going to go down here.
That nigga just ran around.
34. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Jackson down. Throwing on third and long. And he's going to go down again. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
You know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man. It's caught.
Wow.
For a Ravens touchdown.
Wow.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. 32 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They gave you 2.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
You didn't see it. I had him beat.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we?
I didn't think
we said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, partner, let's put the ball on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. And Allen's got it. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And he'll go right back to Allen. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38.
He should be in his zone, huh?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And this is complete. It's Allen. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
What, Ren?
So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
What a down.
Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for
Second
the
half defense
best.
will be
As
nasty,
that brings
man.
us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that
under pressure, and they got to him again.
Be better, man.
Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. He's got a first down past the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat.
You played it, man.
He's able to improvise
that
and get the
came
first.
to work. I thought you
When they
Lamar.
watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. This is Ingram on 1st and 10.
You back there, man.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Forced out to his left. Room to run inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time. Jackson, and he lost the football. And
you know I'm right there, man. You thought you were going to lift it, me, man?
As his guys will get the football back. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Strong running there. Gets this up over the 15-yard line.
It working, bro.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's get working, man.
This is Gordon as they go to him again.
Let's get working, man. Hey, let's get working, man.
A big play there by Gordon. 47 yards on the ground.
Hey, let's get. Hey,
show that they can run the ball.
I told you, man. Hey, I've been in the last.
Let's get a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's airing it out for Williams. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 37 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Chargers. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Get him.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Boom!
Again on second down. Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third.
That's a big hit out there, man.
Now third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. In heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Melvin Ingram bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. After the sack on first down, Jackson now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Dancing to his left.
Hey, yeah, I'll come out in that crumple, bro.
Before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check 24, check 24.
I'm going to get my kill shot on Lamar, man. Boom! Not that nigga. Oh.
Here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs.
It got his man complete. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 92 yards.
I see more at that zone. You go right at that zone. Where you supposed to be at. That's what I'm throwing it.
The PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
That's for Kobe, man.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
He's been eating, man. That could be hit for.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
What are you doing, Ren?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean
chill
on
with
that
Lamar,
leadership.
man.
It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
You better chill with Lamar, man.
Jackson from the shotgun. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple
Lamar
this time
ready
and
for that
succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game.
Nowhere to get
Run that
away,
back.
and down he goes.
Run that back, Turbo.
Taylor is sacked. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Throwing on second and long.
I messed up.
Taylor trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On third down, Jackson. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything.
Change
it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Rest it, man.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And an alley to run.
Ooh, I want to kill him. They're coming back too much.
Midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Oh, my God.
Chargers.
That left it working, man. Both at the left.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
I killed that nigga Lamar, man.
And I don't know that fumble's going to matter.
They're going to pocket, man.
Here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two.
Wow.
Third time tonight he's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
They gave you that one.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
I should have came off. I should have came off the left feet, man. I should have came off the
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon.
Come on, now.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick.
They're working, man.
And this is good.
That nigga left the stupid out there, man. Oh, that return, man.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for a touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
So,
the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know.
Oh my God, he's
one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
I think got hit bare rock, man.
Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do
they don't know
something
what he's doing out there no more.
get a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
I see you passing the film, my nigga, too.
And it's caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second?